What's up guys, Total Legion here, and today I'm going to be doing a Napoleon Total War online commentary. This is my first battle that I'll be uploading, and I'm up against the Iron Duke, who's in charge of the British, and I will be in charge of the Russians. We're just going to fast forward the deployment process, and we'll start to go over the armies. We had very interesting deployment positions. We were exactly diagonal either side. He did the same thing that I did. What I recommend doing is stuff like this, so you can see how their army is going to be, and you can kind of choose your way around that. So yeah, let's go for my units. We'll put it back to normal speed. I have 5 units of these light infantry, or the Russian Jagers. And I also have 3 units of these elite infantry, which are my Lifeguard foot, which are looking very nice there. And then we have 4 units of these Musketeers, which are going to be the main core of my army. And then we have 5 units of these Ulans, which are my cav units. And they're gonna play a little part in this, not too much, because he actually knew how to counter cavalry, which is very easy. You just gotta put your men into squares. But yeah, I use them mainly just to kind of force him into areas and stuff like that. That's kind of a baiting unit. Let's go over his units, or his army. And he has a very interesting army setup. He has, I believe, let's see, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has 11 units of just the British foot, and he has 1 unit of the Coldstream Guards. So he only has 1, I don't want to say highly skilled units, because these aren't really that high, but he has only 1 differentiate of units there. The rest are just British foot. That's just kind of an interesting setup. And then he has 5 units of rifles, or skirmishers. And the rules of this battle were just 5 units of skirmishers, or light infantry, and no artillery. So let's speed up and get into the battle. So I actually forgot to mention his cavalry units. He has 1 unit of Dragoons, and then his general unit is just general staff. I actually brought a historical general, because I tend to find my units do a lot better in battle when I have a historic general. They rout a lot less easily. So yeah, I actually brought Mikhail Kutuzov. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's how you say it. I think it's this guy here as well. So yeah, I brought a historical general. He didn't, and that's gonna not play too much in this battle, but it should help me out a bit more if my general's close to my units. So yeah, I just forgot to mention that. Alright, so I'm actually going to start setting up my light infantry, which I recommend a lot more than skirmishers, and you'll see why in a minute. They just do a lot more damage, and they just help a lot more, especially when you're trying to move up other units. And these Russian Jagers are very good. They have a range of 90, I believe. I think you can get some units that range up to 100, which are light infantry, which are the same thing as the Jagers. But he has skirmishers, so he's going to get the first shots off no matter what. So as you see, he's just kind of spreading out his army a bit more. He's noticed that I've moved my Musketeers over, which I was kind of debating whether or not I should put them behind my light infantry. But when I saw that he was spreading out his army a bit more, I decided to put them over here, which I'm kind of disappointed I did. I didn't really want to play like his game. I didn't want to do what he wanted me to do, but I kind of had to, because otherwise he was going to easily flank me. That actually cost me a considerable amount of units later on in the match, but I do have my cav units, I have 3 of my Ulans over here, and they're gonna just kind of bait some of these guys to go into square formation, which is going to allow my guys to push up. If you know how to use cav in this game, it really is effective, and it does help the battle a lot more. So here are his rifles, or his skirmishers, and for some reason they keep disappearing. I guess it's because it's in the grass. So my elite infantry, or my well, these is my Lifeguard, yeah, my Lifeguard foot. They're just going to push around here, and they're going to try and break this side of his army, and they should be able to do it, because they only has the British foot. I think he has a group of skirmishers here, he only has 1 unit of skirmishers, but my line of infantry here should be able to take them out. And that's just going to allow my guys to flank around, and then just kind of finish up the battle by just pushing over. So it's elite units here, which is this Coldstream. I don't want to call them elites, like I say, because they're not really elites, but the best infantry he has. So we're going to fast forward here and we can get to the actual battle. So my cavalry are just going to keep pushing around, kind of force him into this area, so he can't put any more people on there. So I'm just going to move my Musketeers. He's got no skirmishers here. I think his skirmishers end about here. Yeah, there they are. So actually, put it back to normal speed. His skirmishers end here, so that's going to allow me to push my Musketeers in without getting wrecked by skirmishers. But yeah, I'm actually in range of his skirmishers now, or I will be in a couple of seconds. And he's going to start firing at me. I made a mistake of not putting my guys in range. And skirmishers got a couple of shots off on me first. But normally light infantry can come back from that. And they managed to do so, which we'll see. But yeah, so skirmishers are going to get in... well, my guys are going to get in range of his skirmishers in just a sec. Just fold it a bit, there we go. So, yeah, now I'm in range of his skirmishers. He's going to get first shots off. He's going to take my men down. Look at that. Nearly 20 of my guys have just been taken out from a mistake I made. And look, they're just sitting ducks there, they're not in range at all. Yep, they're going to push up. Over here and we'll see what's going on. So now my light infantry's in range. That's going to deal some damage to his skirmishers, but not too much. It's also going to take out some of his foot infantry as well behind. Look at that, I've taken out almost 20. I've actually taken out 11 right now of just those units there. And 3 of those units. So I see him pushing up, so I'm going to push up my Musketeers more. In fact, my Musketeers are actually in range of this unit over here. And there's the baiting I'm telling you about, you know, just getting him to go in square so I can push up my guys. But that's going to cost maybe 4 or 5 of my cav units each time I do that. So, yep, look, I'm going to get advantage over here, taking them down to 11 men. He's only taking me down 4. Here my light infantry just getting obliterated by his foot, but they're still going to hold up. That's going to allow me to push my Musketeers around. But again, it's definitely a hard position for me to be in. He's got the upper hand already, just pushing those units in. He's going to make me shoot at them, and then these guys are going to be able to shoot at them. So he actually has a spare unit going. But my Musketeers should hold up pretty well. So I'm kind of focused at just my right flank, because it seems to be doing a lot better. So this is where I'm moving my elite infantry or my Lifeguards. These guys aren't in range, and that's kind of annoying because I think his skirmishers are in range. Yeah, skirmishers are actually able to get shots off of my guys there, so I didn't actually notice that. Look at that, there goes my my first unit of light infantry. That's not too bad. I've still got my Musketeers here, which are going to deal some damage to them. Almost taking out 60 of his units. Still doing good on unit capacity wise. His general unit is actually getting shot by my light infantry, which is kind of funny to see. If only his general was one of these guys. In fact, yeah, no, he still has his general. But yeah, my light infantry are the bullets are going to go through and just hit these general units as well, which is pretty nice. I think skirmishers can do that as well. So I'm just going to continue to bait. Look, one of my cav units are stuck up in there. But pretty much he's going to win this left flank. But that's not too bad, because I've still got my right flank going, and these are my elite infantry. Look at it, it's still on 100, and they're on 102, but you'll see these guys go down, and I go for about 3 of these foot infantries, just from 2 of these units, so they're really good. I recommend having at least 3 elite units. And now my light infantry and my right flank are going to get in range, and they're going to do a lot of damage to these skirmishers. Like, the skirmishers, like, they're good and all for long range and getting those first, you know, vital shots off, but when the light infantry gets in range, especially these Russian Jagers, they definitely deal a lot more damage than the skirmishers. So yeah, like I say, he's going to win the right flank, sorry, the left flank, and yep, that's not the best of things to happen. My morale's gone down. Cav units, now this is where I actually decided just to charge them in. It was kind of risky because he could have gone into square formation with these units here, but he didn't. So I decided to rush them, get a couple of hits off. He's not going to be able to do too much damage to them. Let's see this charge. Yeah, look at that. So he's going to push around his left flank. Now he's won the left flank. He's going to start moving these guys. I don't actually think he noticed I still had units there, and he was just kind of wasting those shots off on my cav there, because he already had those two. As you see, I'm winning the right flank. He's pushed up his foot infantry. See, this is where my musketeers would have come in good, because they could have countered these foot infantry, but my cavalry is actually going to do that instead. And boom. See, I think he was too busy micromanaging these guys over here to realise that I was actually charging with his cav, because he could have easily gone into square formation. So you get like 102, 140, 135, 150.
Our men are running, sir.
I think, yeah, all of his skirmishers over here are gone, so it's just down to his infantry. Look at that. This unit here of oh, he actually dismounted his cavalry. What? Wow, I didn't actually realise. Yeah, so he dismounted his cavalry. Interesting. He's gone into square now, and that's just going to break out the rest of my cavalry. Skirmishers have routed slightly. I've taken about only one of his skirmisher units, but I've taken this one down to 31 men, so that's not going to be too hard to get rid of. Some of my guys who started the rout have actually come back from routing, so that's good. I'm not going to do anything with them yet, just so he can push round and I can flank him again. So yeah, I'm just trying to push these guys around, trying to push my elite units around so they can counter flank. So these two units of light infantry here are doing good. And that's because they didn't get flanked. So, if you're not going to get flanked, then your light infantry are going to do well. These guys aren't actually in combat at all. And they're just getting ripped to pieces by those. So he's definitely got the upper ground there, the advantage. I could have easily moved my elites in here and countered this guy from pushing up. But I guess I was too busy doing something else. But yeah, he's just gonna push up his foot infantry. But yeah, my elites are doing very well. I really didn't want to depend this whole battle. I didn't want to depend on my elites doing good or my lifeguard doing good. But I kind of had to in the end when my whole left flank got destroyed. Yeah, these Jagers are gonna hold up well. These light infantry are gonna hold up well, even though I'm getting fired at by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, at least 3 units of skirmishers and maybe 3 units of foot infantry. They're gonna do very well against them. Just the morale that the Russians have compared to other countries and stuff is what kind of drew me towards them a bit more.
We have killed their generals.
So you get their generals down. My general's still in close range with my units, so it's gonna give him a boost. Look at that, he's straight down to red, and it's only been, what, 2 minutes? These guys are still all on 100. Yep, they're all on 100, and that's why I do like the elites, especially if you're going up against just normal foot units. So my Jaeger's still holding up well, even though there's at least 5 or 6 or 7 of his guys shooting. They're going to do well, and this is where I actually start to flank. So I'm just going to push these guys around, which are then going to allow me to shoot from the side. So it was a good deal. Yeah, so these guys, I was very surprised that these Jaegers held up for so long, considering the fact that there was only a small amount of them, and they're not very good against foot infantry or just line infantry. These are all still on the 100. This unit is only just still on the 100. As soon as I can break these guys, it's going to allow me to push around. I can just flank them from the side. So there you go, I've started to rout some of his units, which tried to flank.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
It's going to get torn down. So I actually ran out of ammunition on these elites, my lifeguard foot. But even then, they're still going to deal a lot of damage with this bayonet charge. Let's get into go in slow motion. See, it looks like a slow motion. It's a bit jumpy because it was an online match, but look at that. Ooh. So now my lifeguard are just gonna easily break up these guys. When it comes to hand-to-hand combat, the Russians do very well, just because of the morale that they have. Just how well they do against, you know, other countries when it comes to units and stuff. Yep, so they're gonna rout, and now that leaves all 3 of my elite units to just finish up the job by taking out the rest of his foot. So now my Russians are just gonna charge in and take out these guys. And as you see, the morale shifter just completely boosted. So yeah, I think these 2 units still have max, will still have a lot of ammunition, but I'm just gonna charge them in anyways, just to finish up nice and quick. This is a very close game, a lot of turning points, but just gonna be able to finish this up with some simple charges, which is, again, if I manage to win both of these, which I do, it's gonna break up these guys.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
But pretty much as soon as I charge into these guys, the rest of his units rout. And yeah, that was the battle. It was a very good battle. The guy even said he was probably one of the best he ever played. So yeah, so there you go. Like I say, the rest of his units are going to rout as soon as I start charging. Look at them. There you go. So it's a very close battle. We deployed actually a considerable amount of units. We had like 2,000 or so, and they're both, I'd say they're both about evenly matched, except for the fact that he only had foot infantry, which isn't the best thing to do. That's kind of why he failed there. For Russia, there's only a select few units you can actually choose from. There's 5 or 6 of foot units you can actually choose. But there you go, I deployed 2,044, he deployed 2,244, so it just shows that, you know, numbers don't really matter. He lost 1,721, and he killed 1,491, so he killed more than me actually, but I managed to rout more than he did. I lost 1,575, and I killed 1,474, so it's a very even match. I just had the upper hand though because of my elite infantry. If he had maybe 1 or 2 elite units, he would have been able to do the same. Yeah, there you go. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and also a sub as well. And I'll see you guys for the next online battle.